Learning objectives. After completing this module, learners will be able to explain nationalism, describe the concepts of nation and nationalism, explain the strengths and limitations of nationalism, discuss the need for ensuring a link between democracy and nationalism. Introducing nationalism. The study of nationalism plays an essential role in understanding the world affairs. In the last 2 centuries, the emergence of nationalism is one of the most promising political faith that has contributed in shaping the history. Nationalism has influenced deep hatreds as well as extreme devotion. It has helped to rescue people from the suppressive rule as well as been the reason of fights, hatred and wars. The struggle of nationalists have resulted in the drawing and redrawing of the boundaries of states and empires. Nationalism has experienced many phases. For example, during the 19th century, many small kingdoms of Europe united into larger nation-states. Germany and Italy were a result of this consolidation and unification. In Latin America, many new states were also founded, along with the merging of local dialects, state boundaries, and local loyalties into state loyalties and common languages. The people of new states attained a new political identity which was based on membership of the nation-state. Nationalism has also resulted in the disintegration of large empires like the Austro-Hungarian and Russian empires. Since 1960, even allegedly stable nation-states have been challenged by nationalist demands, urged by groups or regions, and these demands included pressure for separate statehood. In the present time, many parts of the world are undergoing the nationalist struggles that threaten to divide existing states, for example the Tamils in Sri Lanka, the Kurds in Turkey and Iraq, the Baskis in northern Spain, the Quebecois in Canada. Nation and nationalism. Nation is an assumed community which is held together by common aspirations, beliefs, and individuality of its people. It is based on theories made by the people, on the basis of which they are identified. These common theories are shared beliefs, history, territory, shared political ideals, common political identity. Shared beliefs. A nation is not made by hills, infrastructure, mountains, natural resources, or territory. A nation basically comprises of people, and it comes into existence only when the individuals have belief on the feeling of togetherness. In a nation, the people regard themselves as one unit and work together as one team for the growth and development of the country. History in India. The feeling of having common history of struggle and development binds us as one unit and enlightens the feeling of nationalism. Territory. A sense of collective identity develops among the people who have a common past and have been living together in a particular territory from a long time. Shared political ideals. The political ideals like liberty, equality, socialism, democracy, and secularism keep the Indian people united. The ideals have been accepted by the people because they are beneficial for every section of society. Common political identity. Common linguistic and religious identity is absent in India Because of the presence of many different religions, and in those religions also there are many sects. So, India adopted secularism to give equal status to all the religion. Therefore, the people of India are referred as one political unit because we abide to the rules listed in our constitution by accepting freedom, rights and secularism as the basic values of our constitution. National self-determination. Self-determination is defined as the right given to an individual to control oneself. Nations always try to establish rule on themselves so that they are internationally recognized and accepted as one nation. Secondly, the nations adopt self-government so that their culture, beliefs, and people stay safe and protected. For example, in India, long independence movement was laid down to establish the right to self-determination. The idea of self-government in India promoted confidence and dignity by eliminating the rule of any alien power. Even today, there are communities who are fighting for separate statehood and self-determination. Example: Tamilians in Sri Lanka, Quebecois in Canada, etc. Countries formed on the basis of nation have also led to increasing amount of violence, mass migration, and riots. When a cultural group is provided with the right to establish and govern their statehood, the people from minority groups or other cultural groups start feeling discriminated and differentiated. So, they move to other areas where they feel secure and their rights are protected. The national self-determination paradox can be solved with the help of global citizenship. It is a globalization world and people are on the move for travel, residence, job and marriage. So, it is important to abide the restrictive definition of nation. Nations need to be more inclusive, democratic, and they need to provide constitutional protection and right to representation in legislative bodies to minority groups. Tagore on nationalism. Tagore was against the concept of nationalism. He believed in internationalism rather than nationalism. He believed that humanity cannot be divided on the basis of nations or borders. Equal rights and dignity need to be provided to everyone, irrespective of the fact whether he or she is an Indian, American, or Arabic. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Nation is an imagined community which is held together by common beliefs, aspirations, and imaginations of its members. Self-determination means right to govern oneself. Nations always seek to govern themselves. This is because they get an international recognition and acceptance that they are one nation. Nation also lay claim to self-government because they can protect their culture and beliefs and their own people. India also carried out long independence movement to claim right to self-determination. Self-government provides dignity and also confidence that they are not being ruled by any outside superior power. Nationalism is a threat to world peace. Nationalism many a times becomes the cause of many wars. People belonging to minority or other nation feels marginalized, which becomes a cause of conflict and violence. A nation upholding the values of nationalism regards to its nations as superior to others and thereby creates hatred for other nations. For example, Hitler regarded Jewish race as inferior to Aryan race, and hence he carried out mass massacre of Jewish in order to exterminate them. De Gaulle was against the concept of nationalism. He believed in internationalism rather than nationalism.